From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, the storm system that's been just sitting and spinning off the coast is finally beginning to show signs of moving closer to us and through Northern California by the time we go through really the end of this week and into the weekend. So we do have a chance for showers and thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday, but next week looking dry and mild. And for your holiday travel, it's actually looking pretty good up and down the coast from Washington all the way down to Southern California. We'll get into that here in a second, but there you can clearly see this is the same area of low pressure that's been kind of wobbling back and forth all over the kind of just in this general area here all week long, and it's been responsible for the cooler and unsettled weather that we've been experiencing, giving some of us much more rain than others, but we certainly have seen periods of rainfall for everyone seeing something throughout the week. This low pressure system will eventually kind of kick itself off to the east, and as it does that, we'll start to see those thunderstorms begin to pop up. Now, not necessarily here as we go into tonight, but we are seeing the potential for a little bit of activity, especially down into parts of Butte County near Chico and Oroville, Plumas County, maybe even near Susanville as well. Otherwise, it should be dry for the rest of us through tonight and into tomorrow morning. Here's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We're actually seeing a lot of breaks in the clouds, and this will also help set the stage for the storm system that finally begins to push through tomorrow afternoon. And this is when we begin to see the thunderstorms begin to pop up at 3 p.m. Now we take you to about 9 p.m. and see how it's still kind of pushing northward. We're still kind of in the flow, that counterclockwise flow around that area of low pressure, and it's helping to produce the thunderstorms. So we go into Friday evening, and I think everyone in the valley will see a chance for at least rain, if not even some lightning strikes, but not to mention even the mountains seeing some of that activity as well. Here we take you into Saturday morning at about 5 a.m. We're seeing things taper off a bit, but notice the flow. Instead of doing kind of something like this, it's now beginning to do something like this. So what we're starting to see is that low pressure system pushing itself off to the east, and now everything will be moving off to the east here from this point forward on Saturday. So you see how it's kind of moving up to the north and to the east. We are seeing most of the activity in the eastern mountains and in Modoc County, but even looks like portions of Siskiyou County, the north coast, and even the valley seeing some stray showers here Saturday around noon, but then they kind of pick up a little bit more in intensity Saturday afternoon with more thunderstorms in the forecast. Saturday night, the cold front is pushing through at this point. So this is the next storm system coming up from the north and west. This will be responsible for the thunderstorms we'll see Saturday evening and Saturday night as well. Also notice we're beginning to pick up a little bit more snow here as well. This is not going to be a major snow producer. We're not going to be looking at significantly lower snow levels, but they could drop down to about 5,000 feet, which means places like Cedar Pass may run into a bit of a problem here with some of those road conditions. So if you do need to travel Saturday night and even early Sunday morning, just check those road conditions, especially up to the north here. If you are planning on traveling over a mountain pass that's 5,000 feet or higher, be sure to check those latest road conditions. By Sunday morning, this is all gone, and we're looking at dry conditions. Now, forecasted rainfall estimates, they're always changing, and these are not exact numbers for each particular location, but it gives you the idea that, yeah, we're looking upwards of about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of rainfall once all is said and done. Now, we could take you all the way through next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, dry, right? But there you can see a weak disturbance right here. Wouldn't you know it? Right on Thanksgiving morning, we may see a few snowflakes in the portions of Modoc County. Now, the European forecast model, which is a different model than we're looking at here, is a little bit more aggressive with this. So it's not out of the question for that to happen. We'll kind of have to wait and see. This has been in the forecast model solution for the last couple of days. So confidence is getting a little bit higher that this could happen. But of course, we'll keep you informed as we do get closer to Thanksgiving Day. But you'll notice everywhere else pretty much looking at dry conditions. And you can see as we go into Friday, even 2 days after Thanksgiving, it does look to be dry. So if you are traveling up and down the coast, Thursday or even Wednesday, I think you're going to be in pretty good shape and don't have to worry about, at this point, any inclement weather. Okay, so here are your wave heights for your Thursday night going through the day on Friday. I am expecting to see those wave heights to begin to lower just a little bit, but obviously anytime you can lower those wave heights and you need to be on a small boat, that's always good news. Your marine forecast for your Friday, looking at those winds from the northeast at 5 knots, waves from the northwest at 5 feet at 11 seconds. And there you can see a continued chance for rain even off the coast. For tonight, we do have partly to mostly cloudy skies. And again, maybe a chance for a few showers down to the south and east here, but overall, it is going to be a dry night tonight. It'll be dry to start off the day tomorrow, but everyone has a chance for showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. Temperatures mid-60s for the valley, 40s and 50s for most of us in the higher elevations. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. Thunderstorms for everyone, mountains, valley, coast, inland areas for both Friday and Saturday, but it dries out and stays dry through all of next week. That's the same story for the valley as well. Temperatures warming up a little bit, should be somewhere in the upper 60s and then mid 60s by the time we do get into Thanksgiving Day. And looking at your 7-day outlook for the coast, of course, we got those showers and thunderstorms for your Friday, Saturday, drying out for Sunday, pretty much through all of next week.